behemoth conferences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Georgia Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running inside, it's Davison. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
They're dealing with a second and long. Moore with the catch. It's Hooks. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking for room. It's Davison.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
He's got his man, makes the grab. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Picked up 8 yards there, 3rd down and 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. throwing more. Looking for the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Oregon.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
And he tacked on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Hey, when you are a dangerous return man, forget that stuff about not fielding it in your end zone. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulls it in. It's Stewart. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they created a negative play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Here's more to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys in the field.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Gonna take a shot. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And the Ducks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. The run inside. It's Davison. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll move the tight end right back to him on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore hauls it in. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. The Ducks need to pick it up on 4th down. Reads it, fires complete. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
Number 97, set to kick it off.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. He put that one in harm's way, and it's swatted down.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. He makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. Deep in his own territory as he reels in that punt. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Dante Moore. Quick screen to the speedster out wide.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running inside, it's Hill. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. On the move, it's Davison. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Moore. It's complete to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the catch. At midfield, he's got room. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Tight end now in motion. Throwing more. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
I love that play by the defense there, hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end, and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it himself. And now this defense is set up 4th.
The kick is on its way. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll start on the ground with Frazier.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Fires to the right. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air. It's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Using the quick game. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Takes the handoff. It's Hill. He'll have enough for the first down. They'll maintain possession. We'll see if they're happy enough just to let the clock run out.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. Here's Moore to throw. Going to take a shot. It's caught. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Oregon.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Moore will throw. On the run, fires downfield. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
That ball hit him right in a bad spot, right in the hands. Really unfortunate he didn't come down with that one.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Dante Moore. Throws toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down to...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Unloads to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
You know, when you talk to quarterback coaches, they oftentimes say, my goal for my guy is to complete 65 to 70% of his throws. That has not been the case for this guy. He is under 33% throwing in this game. That's the reason, guys, why they're losing.
Motion from the wide receiver. Here's a give to Frazier. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Finds his man in the middle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Frazier. Might have a chance. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I'd keep feeding this guy for sure.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Trying to make magic with his feet. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
Yeah, and I like the quarterback's quick decision-making, puts it on the ground, decides to take it himself, goes, gets the necessary yardage, first down.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Frazier again. And the defense drags him down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
On third down, here's Frazier. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Really, the MO of this offense is their ability to run the football, and they've been trying to get this guy going. They've given it to him time and time again. Just really hasn't been a lot of space and a lot of place for him to go. You got to give the defense credit, especially their front seven. They are winning in the trenches so far this game.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Stockton. Under fire. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Tries again to get it in. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's 3rd and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying play action. Complete. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, I got to give the defense credit on that. 3rd down, they were almost anticipating some throws to the outside. They took it all away, so they forced the quarterback to go into the middle of the field on the drag route where everybody could converge on the receiver and make the tackle short of the 1st down.
They've converted on 4th down once, but here's the big one. 4th and goal. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this 2nd half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll go right back to it.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Now here's Moore. Gets it out fast. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And that's an interesting choice for this offense, and specifically for the quarterback, man. Fourth down, throwing the ball underneath the stick. When you're not getting a first down, you got to put that ball on the money, have your guy with some open space so he can run. Defense was all over that drag route. They broke on the football, no space, nowhere to go, forcing the fourth down.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Could not make his way to the corner.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football.
Maybe some room here. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game. And
it's picked off right at the goal line. They'll bring him down at the 14-yard line, and that return of the interception has this offense with spectacular field position.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Running inside, it's Davison. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Moore. He's looking deep. Finds a spot in the middle. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
Number 97, set to advance on the football.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Oregon! A pick 6.
Well, we talked a little bit about this defense and just how special they are, and we've seen them dominate this game. They've held the opponent to 0 points. You now add the insult to injury with the pick 6. They have dudes. They have better athletes than you do on that side of the football. That's been showing itself all game long.
Number 97, set to kick it away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air, it's Stockton. Back, open in the middle. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll give to Frazier. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the ground with the counter. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
There's just so much for this defense to think about right now. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. They know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
On 3rd down, here's Frazier. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
And the Bulldogs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is if you're still trailing, you need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Going for it all. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Got it, looking for the first down. Touchdown, Georgia! A great catch and run for 6.
I know as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on, and it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog up to this point. No points until finally breaking through here in the fourth quarter. And they're going to go back and watch the film, and they're going to see what worked on this drive and maybe try to build on that the next time out.
He'll bring it out. It's Bear. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Throwing more. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Moore to the air. Got the quick pass. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
Off the RPO, complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And this offense has obviously had success, but, man, they haven't done it on the ground. And late in this football game with the lead, love to see if they can do what they just did. Establish the ground game, let that clock tick.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.